What's up, survivalists? Jason here. Today, welcome to the second part of when you find yourself lost in the woods. Now, in the last video, if you haven't seen it yet, go over there if you would. And what I was basically talking about was the stop method and not panicking while in a situation. But after you get all that under control and you know the situation and all that, what's next is basically your provisions, your water, your food, shelter, fire. But in different situations, either in the woods, the desert, the woods is going to be different than the desert, of course, for your provisions. In the desert, you most likely want shelter and water first, but out in the woods, you probably like shelter, fire, water, food, stuff like that. And that's the main organization, a shelter being first, then your fire, then your water, and then your food. That's the main things you have to worry about while being lost. And the reason why you might think that water will be more necessary, but if you go by the 3 method, which is 3 minutes without oxygen, you die, and without 3 hours in a really either like a downpour or just really windy situation, without 3 hours of shelter, you will die, as it said in there. And then there's 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food, and like that. So apparently shelter is going to most likely be top of the list, even in a desert situation. And then the fire, of course, you can't really drink the water unless you kind of want to get sick or something like that, or don't mind it, because you need fire to boil the water. So that's why that's first and stuff like that. And basically, that's the main reason to have those 4 in your mind when you're out here. And when you're out here, that's what you want to think about. And right now I'm going to show you some basic areas where you can find those things. Alright. As you can tell down here, this is kind of sloping in on both sides, which you could tell it's most likely going to be an area where you could find water. Although this is a spring, even though it still is a low area, you can find some good shelter or like a windbreak. So you could either go right there, anywhere as a good windbreak, and you could probably set up some logs or sticks right there. But you most likely want to find a flat space that would be great for a shelter. But this is a good place to get your water. Although some survivalists say don't put your shelter near water, because most likely a lot of other animals will be around there. Which means, since they are prey, maybe like mountain lion or bear or anything like that could come. So you probably want to have your shelter somewhere out in the skirts of the water area. And that's the main things you want to look for if you're trying to survive in the wilderness. And plus, if you find something like this, you most likely want to follow it to maybe a creek, a lake, anything like that. I know there's a lake down there, and there's a big giant little pond spring over there. So those are the things you kind of want to look out for when you're lost in the woods. And before I finish this, I want to give a shout out to MuddyTigerOutdoors. I've been with them for a while, and he's a great guy. A lot of great content on his channel. And he mainly does gear, product reviews, and sometimes he goes out hiking, stuff like that. So if you want to check his channel out, I'll put a link in the description below. And what's happening, he's having his 400 sub giveaway. And just wanted to give him a good shout out. Finally got a chance and remembered to. And that's the main thing I want you to do. Just check out his channel. You don't have to sub him, and like, I'm not forcing you, but just check out his channel and give him some support. And I just love giving support. So I hope you liked this video. Leave a like if you did. And I hope you learned something. And I want to thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.